Good morning, students. So let us start a new section, section 54. So what section 54 is saying? So long-term capital gain from assets other than residential house property, purchasing or constructing house residential house property. So what he is saying? You sell any asset, but don't sell residential house property. What he is saying? Sell any other asset, but don't sell residential house property. But purchase what? Purchase or construct what? Residential house property. It's easy. What he is saying? He is saying the assessee can sell any asset, jewelry, or he can sell agricultural land, anything he can sell, but he should not buy sell residential house property. He can sell any capital asset, but he has to purchase residential house property. Okay, so amount of exemption will be here. Amount of gain exempted under section 54. Here we have a formula: cost of new asset plus capital gain divided by net consideration. So we have a consideration for 54F: cost of new asset plus capital gain divided by new consideration, net consideration. That formula we are having. Okay, so it's very easy. 54F, we can sell any asset by only house property. So what is saying? See, Mr. X sold his jewelry for 15 lakhs and selling expenses amounted to rupees 10,000. The cost of acquisition in 1980-1990 is 2 lakhs. So this jewelry he purchased in the year 1989 and 1990 for 2 lakhs. Within 1 year he has undertaken the construction of the house. The amount spent up to the date of filing is 1 lakh 50. So what he did, he has started constructing of a house. This is not cost of improvement. This is a reinvestment amount. He sold jewelry for 10 lakh, 15 lakhs. He spent rupees 10,000 as expenses. The jewelry he purchased in the year 1989, 1990 for 2 lakhs, and within 1 year after sale, what he has done, he started constructing the house for 1 lakh 50, and the amount deposited in the bank is 1 lakh 10,000. So total amount he has deposited in the bank is 1 lakh. So total 1 lakh 50 plus 1 lakh 2 lakh 50,000 he has used for new asset. Okay, calculate capital gain for the year 2020, 21, 19, 20. CII is 289. We know this. Okay, so we have to find out Mr. X income from capital gain under section 54F. So first we'll write sale consideration. We'll complete the format. Then we deduct transfer expenses. Then we get net consideration. Okay, then we write less indexation, index cost of acquisition. Okay, next we get capital gain. Next we write exemption under section 54F. Okay, so how much is sold? He sold for 15 lakhs. Sale consideration, transfer expenses is 10,000. So we get 14 lakh 90,000. Okay, index cost of acquisition, he purchased the jewelry for 2 lakhs into 289 CII. In this he is purchased before 2000 and 2001. So 100 we have to do divide by 100. 2 lakhs into 289 divided by 100. We are getting 5 lakh 78,000. So cost of acquisition is 5 lakh 78,000 we got. Okay, so from 14 lakh 90,000, if we deduct 5 lakh 78,000, 9 lakh 12,000 as capital gain. 9 lakh 12,000 as capital gain. Okay, chaliye we have to consider net consideration is more than the cost of so as a net consideration is more than the cost of construction and deposited. So we have got capital gain 2 lakh 19,000. So net consideration is how much? 14 lakh 90,000. So 14 lakh 90 is our net consideration. Okay, so we will apply a formula. The formula for capital gain under section 54 is capital gain into cost of new work divided by net consideration. Okay, so what is saying, as the new net consideration is more than the cost of construction and deposit, the following formula should be used. See how much net consideration we are getting. We are getting net consideration as 14 lakhs 790,000 is net consideration, but how much we have deposited into the bank and how much we used only 2,50,000. So whenever net consideration, your net consideration is more than cost of new asset, okay, cost of new asset is 2,50,000. Whenever is net consideration more than cost of new asset, you have to use this formula. Okay, so capital gain we are getting 9,12,000 into cost of new work is 2,50,000 divided by net consideration is 14,90,000. Okay, this formula I have to use. When we have to use this formula, capital gain into cost of new work divided by net consideration, when in the problem net consideration is more, see how much is net consideration 14,90,000. okay, but we have used only 2,50,000. so in that case you have to use this formula. So 9,12,000 divided by 14,90,000 into 2,50,000, we are getting 1,50,000, 53,020. So exemption will be 1,53,020. So how much tax has to be paid? 9,12,000 minus 1,53,020. 9,12,000 minus 1,53,020. So 7,58,980 tax has to be paid. Taxable capital gain. Okay, easy, right? 9,12,000 minus 1,53,020. Yes, see, this is important. How to find out cash exemption under section 54? This is important. You have to see how much is net consideration and you have to compare the net consideration to cost of new work. So how did we got this? 1 lakh for construction and 1,50,000 is deposit. So like that we got 2,50,000. Okay, so like this we have to do. It's very easy. Okay, chalo, let us do one more problem. I hope you have understood. See what he sold. The assessee sold jewelry. What 54(5)(f) is saying, sell any asset but buy only house property. What he did, he constructed house property. Okay, so 54(f) is saying buy any asset but don't buy sell any asset but don't sell house property. Sell any asset but buy only house property or construct house property. You buy or you construct house property, that is considered. Okay, we'll do one more problem on this. We'll do one more question. Page number 343, question number 4. Okay, so what is saying, see, in the following particulars you are required to calculate taxable capital gain when assessee sold jewelry during relevant previous year for 20 lakhs. The cost of jewelry is 20 lakhs. Sorry, he sold for 20 lakhs, which was originally acquired by during 2010 and 11 the cost of 8 lakhs. So he purchased the jewelry for 8 lakh rupees in the year 2010 and 11. The expenses on sale amounted to rupees 4%. So the 20 lakhs 4% we have to take commission expenses. The assessee has reinvested in the purchase of residential house property. See what he sold house property, jewelry. What did he purchase? He purchased residential house property within a specified time period and assume that he does not own more than one residential house property at the same time at the time of jewelry. Okay, no issues. So he has only purchased one house property. Okay, so we have to solve this problem. We have to find out the exemption. So we have prepared the format. Let's solve the problem. So we'll write first computation of his name is assessee, not given. Computation of capital gain. For the AY 2020-2021 particulars amount. Okay, write sale consideration, then we deduct transfer expenses, then we get net consideration. Okay, then we write minus index cost of acquisition, Okay, then we write capital gain, then we write here minus exemption under section 54F. What did he sell? He sold jewelry. What did he buy? He buy house property. Okay, chal. So he sold for 20 lakhs. So transfer expenses is 4%. 20 lakhs into 4% you do. Okay, 20 lakhs into 4%, you are getting 80,000 as transfer expenses. Net consideration will be 19 lakh 20,000. Okay, next we have to do cost of indexation. So it cost of acquisition, index cost of acquisition, 8 lakhs he purchased into 289, and the CI in the year of purchase is 167. Why we are taking 167? In the year 2010 and 11 he purchased, he acquired 2010 and 11, 8 lakhs. Okay, so 8 lakhs into 289 divided by 167, getting what? 13 lakhs 84,431. When you deduct 19 lakh 20,000 minus 13 lakhs 84,431, 5 lakh 53,569 capital gain, 5 lakh 53,569. Okay, and how much he has invested in the house property? 8 lakhs. Again it is less than. See, whenever the house net consideration is more than cost of new asset, cost of new asset is 8 lakhs. The question is said it is invested 8 lakhs, so 8 lakh rupees. So whenever net consideration is more than cost of new asset, then we have a formula. What is the formula? The formula we have to write capital gain into cost of new asset divided by, this is the formula you have to remember, net consideration. Okay, so capital gain, how much we are getting? 5 lakh 53,569 into cost of new asset is 8 lakhs divided by net consideration is 19 lakh 20,000. Here 19 lakh 20,000. Okay, 5 lakh 53,569 divided by 19 lakhs 20,000 into 8 lakhs. So you're getting 2 lakh 30,653. 553, 569, 553 or 535, yeah. 19 lakh 20,000 minus 13 lakhs 84,431. That is 35,000. Sorry. 5 lakh 35. 5 lakh 35. 535, 569 in divided by 19 lakhs 20,000 into 8 lakhs. We are getting 2 lakh 23,154. 154. This is exemption. The taxable capital gain is from 5 lakh 53,569 you deduct 2 lakh 23,154, 3 lakh 30,415. Wait. 535, 569 minus 223, 154. 154. Yes, 2 lakh. So we are getting taxable capital gain 3,12,415. 3,12,415 is taxable capital gain. Easy. See, only you have to see your cost of new acquisition. Your cost of acquisition new asset is 8 lakhs. Or compare this with net consideration. Net consideration is more, 19 lakh 20,000. Net consideration is 19 lakh 20,000. So in that case, when your net consideration is more than your cost of new asset, in that case you have to use this formula: capital gain into cost of new asset divided by net consideration. Capital gain we have taken from here 5 lakh 50. 35,569 into cost of new asset, this given in question 8 lakhs, divided by net consideration we have taken from here. So we got 2,23,154 as exemption. From 5,35,569 you deduct 2,23,154 and you have to pay tax on 3,12,415. Easy. Tell you. Thank you.